Hey everybody, Kelly here. So I was hoping to have some finishes to show you this week, but I don't know. It's been a rough week, I guess. Actually, not really. I guess I maybe just rested and made a gingerbread. Well, I was gonna say a gingerbread house. It wasn't a gingerbread house. It was a gingerbread truck. So I'll try to put a picture in here. And other things that I did were just some scrappy ornaments, some little things like that, some cross stitch, just catching up on some things. I was kind of hoping to have a couple others finished. Most of what I had finished I actually gave away already. This one's not done yet. I'm going to put a little button right here on the front, and I've got a needle sticking out of it right now because I'm trying to get, I just wanted to secure down the little holder first, and then I'm going to put a little button on it. But it was just a cute little way to use up a couple of scraps, and I just put a little piece of batting in there, and then I just frayed the edges to it and put a little holder on it, and then I'm going to put a little decorative little button on here. I just haven't got it right now. I got to go find them. I think I have a couple little Christmas tree buttons that I might put on there. I got a couple on, I started to do one on this one right here, but that is too huge of a Christmas tree. But since I already got it on there, it's fine for me. But I think if I'm gonna give this to somebody, I want it to be a little bit smaller, a little prettier. So, but I did like this one. I like the little red truck. So I thought that was cute. And then it's just a batik on the back that looks like a snowflake. So a little bit different colors on each side, but that was kind of a cute, fun, quick way to use up my scraps. So, and speaking of scraps, I got a bunch of them. I got them kind of sitting all around here, and I'm getting started on doing a couple of just scrappy blocks for a quilt. So I'm gonna get these ironed up here in a little bit, but so just scraps. And then I have actually been working on a quilt, but I've been slowly working on the blocks for it. So last week I had all my blocks finished for one style, but I'm still working on the second style. I was hoping to have it done for this week, but not quite. I just need to get these blocks pressed down, and then you just sew these ones and the hourglass style and the center squares into another block. So hopefully I'll have that done in the next day or two and actually get the quilt assembled. But if I can at least get the block done, that'd be great. And then I may move on to doing some of the smaller projects from my Jolly boxes. This year's Jolly box and last year's I still have to do. And then got some small projects from my Missouri Star Quilt Company box that I'd like to work on in the next week or two. So maybe. There's a couple of really nice hand projects in the Missouri Star Quilt box that I'd like to do while I'm, celebrating and talking with family and that sort of thing. A lot of times when we sit around and talk or watch a movie, those types of things, that's good for hand stitching. So along that line, I actually would also like to, in the next couple weeks, work on a project from Fat Quarter Shop. They over the summer did a mystery quilt along. I didn't join in the mystery part of it, but I really liked it when it got done, so I want to go ahead and do it. So they did a mystery evergreen quilt project and cross stitch project. So I'm hoping to be able to do both of these. So let me show you the finishing page here, and this is a free pattern on Fat Quarter Shop, and so that's the free pattern for the quilt. And It's hard to tell from the color printout here, but I really liked the quilt when Kimberly showed it on, I think it was the December 14th, December 14th live. So maybe she showed it the week before. I can't remember for sure. But she showed it on one of her recent lives this month, and it was just really cute. I really liked the colors that they picked. I'm maybe not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to do the same exact colors, that's for sure. But I'm hoping to pick some similar fabrics, and even if I pick different ones, I like the pattern. It just was really cute. So yeah, I'm looking at my stash over there and thinking I'm gonna probably have to pick totally different fabrics, but I'll make it work. And if I don't make it work, you will never see it. So, all right, and then I want to do the cross stitch to that as well. So, unfortunately, my printer was running out of ink, so I don't have it in color, but that's okay. The cross stitch actually, I can't think what I want to call it. X's and O's and different letters and numbers. I should be able, well, actually, you know what? Now that I look at their pattern, all I see are, okay, there's arrows. Okay. I was like, I don't see a lot of differences to be able to tell the symbol. That's the word I was trying to think of. I should be able to figure it out by the symbol rather than the color. That's usually how it works with cross stitch. So, those of you that know cross stitch know that, but anyhow. So it's a very, very long, I should have told my printer to, well, I guess my printer doesn't actually print double-sided now that I think about it. So, sometimes I've been looking at a lot of cross stitch patterns lately and thinking, I haven't done cross stitch in a long time, and so the price of them kind of, you know, made me go, whoa. Like, I used to be able to buy a cross stitch book for that much, but lately I'm really thinking the printing of patterns is extremely expensive. Just trying to print them out here at home, it's like, you know, going through printer cartridges like crazy. So I'm trying to print some things more in black and white than color. And like I said, I only need this for the symbols, not necessarily the colors. So, but it is nice to have the quilt patterns actually printed out in color, just so that I don't have to try to read the number every scrap of fabric that you do. It's easier to see the print than it is, or the color of the fabric, than it is to constantly have to look at that number. Whereas with cross stitch, you associate the number with the symbol more than the color. I mean, for a lot of us, it's nice to have the color too in the cross stitch, but it's not as necessary to me anyhow. So that got a little serious for a minute there. It really isn't that intense, but anyhow. All right, so I'm going to push those out of the way there. And a couple other things I wanted to go over. So, I think in my last video I was talking about getting some Christmas pins in one of the Jolly boxes, I think. And the tin that they come in, it's not really a tin, it's a little plastic tray. And it looks like it has a cover, but it's taped down. And so when you take the tape off, it looks like it should go together. And like you just saw me there, I was kind of almost struggling to get this little lid off here. But anyhow, the tins, plastic things that they come in, don't actually hold tight. And so I was thinking I would make a pin cushion or find something like this to put them in. And so I found these at Hobby Lobby, and I just think they're really cute. They were like 69 cents, I think. They were actually more than that, but they were on sale for 69 cents at Hobby Lobby. And I just think that's very cute. And I had 2 different sets of pins, so now I have 2 different sets of pin holders, and I can put these in a couple of different project bags. I'm not usually one to do many projects at the same time. Once in a while I'll have a couple of projects on the go. Most of the time I have at least one of them that's just here and it can't really travel, but usually I have maybe one that I have bagged up and ready to just grab in case we're going to do something at the last minute. And my dad's going to have a hip replacement at the end of January, and so I have a, well, not for that specifically, but I actually have a project that I've been working on for years. In fact, I think I started it with his first hip replacement. But it was just always a paper piecing project that I took with me on the go. And so I have that, and I think one other project that I kitted up a while ago that I've been working on a little bit at a time. And so this will be kind of nice to just throw in that bag. I may have one other one that I would like to get done this spring. So I think I'm gonna keep the Christmas ones here actually, and then throw this one in a bag. And I have a little needle tray next to my sewing machine here, but this is also kind of nice to just be able to take it downstairs, so you know, to another room, that sort of thing. And if you try taking this, even though it is magnetic, the likelihood of them being all over the floor and, like, you know, walking downstairs or something and dropping them. And yes, I can take the tray itself and pick them back up very easily, but the last thing you would want is to be going down the stairs and have that all fall out while you're stepping down the steps. So I just kind of liked these little tins here. Again though, for downstairs I'd probably just grab a pin cushion and take it down with me, but for throwing in a bag, it's nice to have them actually inside of something. So anyhow, that was my little spiel on that. So, and there's my little applique foot. So those are really cute. I'm gonna put those in the bags. All right. I think there's 2 other things that I'm gonna go over. One is I'm gonna at the end of this go over some of the items that I got in the Missouri Star Quilt Company box. So if you haven't opened them yet and you don't want to see that, I will let you know before I get to that point. But I just want to forewarn you even before I get to that point. And then the next thing I'm going to do here is I actually have a couple of scrap bags that I had from a while ago and I've just never opened them. So I think I'll add that in here, and then I will go over some of the things that I got in the Missouri Star Quilt Company box. Alright, but if this is where you're stopping at, I want to thank you for watching, and I want to hope you have a good holiday, good weekend, good end of the year, Happy New Year. Well, I'll probably have another video before the New Year, but Happy New Year anyway. And yeah, happy end of the year. Okay, I thought I'd show a couple other things that I just got for some crafting. Some little spools and some little hearts. I got a Valentine's Day project coming up that I'm gonna have those for. And then this will be for next year. Just some little embroidery projects. Those were cute. Might do some tea towels next year. Alright, so scrap bags. Let me grab some scissors. Open this up and see what I can put together for a couple projects here. some bright colors and some dark colors. But Paris, this will be a good one. I just got, what did I get? Where did I put it? Well, I just got one from the same line, I believe it was. It's the Eiffel Tower. I've got some other Parisian fabrics as well. So put those together for a project on the day. I bet this goes with it. If it's not in the same line, it goes with it to me. Yes, I don't know. But cute. Let's see. Something with Paris. Original artwork, Pella Studio. Decotex. Okay. Well, that's very cute. Looks like, I think that's Wyndham. Anyhow. Alright. You know what? Don't fold. Just shove it out of the way. Fold it up later. Fresco, making it fun. Alright. I love that color. Let's see what we got here. This feels like it's not necessarily, well, it didn't feel quite like a quilting cotton for a second there, but I think it is. It's a Wyndham, let's see, Solstice by, let's see if I can figure out what, I can't quite read it. Sally Kelly? I don't know. So that. And looks like we got half moons, full moons. Let's see if there's any salvage on this that I can actually read. It's a Wyndham fabric. Oh boy. See if I can get it just right. Crystal by Whistler Studios. Okay. So that's a nice background. And is this more of the same? Nope, this is a different pattern. Don't know that you're going to be able to see it on camera. It looks like a flower. Yeah, a couple different style flowers. But that's a nice strip for scrap, so. Alright. We got Service. Ooh, I like this one. USA Service, so All American by Whistler Studios. This is a good amount too. This is probably, at least a yard. Well, maybe not quite a yard. 3/4 of a yard. Almost a yard. Close enough. And the scrap bag, almost a yard, is really good. Okay. Pink. So just a nice background. But again, pretty good size cut there. So. And this one, same as this one. Put those together. It's a good amount. Ooh, this is pretty. Gala by Whistler Studios. Alright. Throw that over here. What do we got? Oh, I think I saw a name. Nope. No name. So, not sure what fabric line, but that's cute. Sorry, I'm still kind of... Yeah. Bedford by Mary Colville. I think that's how we say it. That's a pretty one. I like that. Alright, and this is different. This is nice. I got some grays that this will go with. Frolic. You know what? I might actually have a couple of that. So that's cute. Some darks to go with the Paris. I was just gonna say Paris, and there it is on the salvage edge there. So, and yep, more Paris here. So that's a nice one. That's pretty good size cut. That's at least a half yard. So definitely have to do myself a Parisian quilt. Years and years ago, on a high school trip, I got to go to Paris, so yeah. Actually, I wish I had better memories of going to the Eiffel Tower. I actually got hurt, so it wasn't fabulous. Not seriously hurt, but like injured from people being kind of crazy. So yeah, it's kind of my feeling on crowded places now is not great because of that. So Michael Miller, I'm not sure what line this is, but kind of a cool modern fabric there. And this would be the different colorway, so that make a good scrap block there. I think I've got some other Michael Miller fabrics that would be different than this, but I could put together a scrappy quilt pretty good with it. Choked up. Alright, and that's a pretty rainbow. That would actually go pretty nicely with, well, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Anyhow, push that over there. We'll figure that part out later. Nice solid white. Put that over this way. And I saw a name there. Indigo Stitches by Whistler Studios. Alright, so that's a good fat eighth. So like that. This is a cute one. Happy Camper. So that's a nice eighth there. Oh, and some more of the other fabric. Alright. Put that together. And what do we got? Little animals. Yep, Happy Camper. So that's cute. They do a little, if I had just a little bit more of some things to go with that, that could be a little baby quilt. Very cute. And breast cancer awareness. Alright, put that with my other stuff for, and then this would go with the All-American, or American, what did I say it was called? Uh-oh. Yeah, All-American. So that'll go with that. Awesome. And this is it, Indigo. What's that? What's it again? Well, you can go back. It was Indigo something in there. And that goes with that. Actually, I think it was right here. No, I don't know. Anyhow. Alright. So that's that scrap bag. Pretty good amount there. So some good size cuts. And let's check the other one here. Okay, there's some different colors. All right, so this one, let's start with this one. I have, I think, a good bit of this same one, so I'll put this with that. I think it's the same one. Let's find out. Oh, you know what? I think it's different. Yep. So that'll be a nice scrap. And I bet I do have some that are similar but different colors, so that'll be nice to go with that. All right, grunge. Always need grunge. Got a bunch of that to do a grunge quilt, so set that with that. Yep, looks like I got some more in here, and some more. Okay, and then this is that, oh, different color of the same kind of style there. And another blue piece. So, put all that together. Alright, let's see. So this should be, is that a grunge? Why am I not seeing? Nope, that's a shabby. Oh, okay. So Lori Holt. Let's see, is this as well? No, this is, what is this? This is a Henry Glass. Okay. Stacy West. Buttermilk Basin. So that's a good blender there. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of things here that are not necessarily the same, but boy, you could get a unique blender. Just use all the blenders for a quilt. You know, these two are Stacy West. This is Lori Holt. Forgot what I said. These were Northcott. Something by Northcott. Oh, where is it? Well, I don't remember the title of it, but I would, you know, I would really consider putting all of that together, and even this grunge here, and just doing a really scrappy quilt. But I think I've got some other grunge that this can go with, and I probably could use these as backgrounds in different blocks. So just kind of looking through real quick to make sure whether any more that kind of goes with this stuff. And this would be another one of Stacy West's of this same blender here. So, but again, you know, if you want to do maybe an applique block or something like that, you could literally just use this as the background. Or at least that's kind of along the lines of what I would do. So, throw all that in there. What else have we got here? Another one. So another blender, and that's actually a pretty good size cut there. All right. And so we got a nice white on white, good size, half yard. Don't know if that's gonna come across camera. I don't think so. It's like little squares, diamonds type white on white, so be a cute background for something. And of course I got a black scrap, which I actually have a whole lot of black, so I'm going to throw it over this way with the rest of that. All right, and a fairy frost, I think. Yes, it feels very lightweight though. But yeah, fairy frost, and I've got quite a bit of that, so I'm going to throw that with that, the rest of what I've got over that way. Alright, and this is very cool. I love this. So this would be perfect for a scrappy quilt. Trying to remember, it's got the numbers on each line. I wonder if it's like a sample of some kind. I think maybe this, yeah, this too. Bohemian Rhapsody QT Fabrics. Alright, well that's very cool. You could probably just take something like this and do some borders and do some quilting and be done. Or you could just take out the strips and yeah, that's very cute. Very colorful, very cool. Alright, put all that together. Let's take a look at this one. Sometimes it's odd what you get in scraps like this. I would consider this kind of pretty modern and this pretty traditional. It's kind of, most of the time you think, okay, somebody was going for the same, or somebody was going for a certain kind of quilt, and these happen to be all the scraps from what they cut for that quilt, and then get things thrown in. Ooh, actually that looks really, I like that. I may just put those all together. In fact, I even kind of like the blue with it, so we'll see. Anyhow. Alright, so what else we got here? Oh, another stripy one. Put all those together. In fact, I might just throw that grunge over there. Animals. Ooh, what is this? Wild Wander. Wild Wander. A cheetah. Alright. So there's not a lot there, but for scrappy, heck, this would make, you could do a nice pillow, you do a few nice things with this. It would definitely make a cute wall hanging. Yeah. Maybe add some of these stripes to it, that'd be interesting. This might be part of the same, did I say wild? I think I said Wild Wander. This is Wild Flowers. So that's very cute though. Pretty. This is Wild Wander. So that's getting a bit more of the same, and that might be just a little too wild to me to add those two together just like that. But if you had maybe this blue and put in between them, still a lot of spots in there for me. But anyhow. Alright, and another stripy. So throw all that together. And what do we got? Is this a wild? Nope, just a Dan Morris design. But I like that. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Alright. And more of the stripy. Throw that in there. We got birds. Let's see. Some birds and some fish. And what's the name on this? Kingfisher Camp. Oh, Kingfisher Camp by the River by Nambucca for M&S Textiles Australia. Oh, cool. You could really fussy cut something out of that and make a neat quilt. Yeah, I like that. Alright, and then we have, I always forget the title on this one. Making It Fun, yep. That's Michael Miller, yeah, Making It Fun. So I forget the name of the Alright, well, I've got some more of this, so I will put that all together and one of these days I'll figure out a way to do a neat scrappy quilt with it. And this is more Stacy West. So Stacy West blenders always make me feel like I need to do more applique. Because that's a lot of times what those are really nice for. Alright, so this print, again, don't remember the name of it. Yeah, no, it's not on here, so, but I think I have some more of that same print, so I'm going to put that with it and have a pretty good amount, so, to do a nice quilt. Uh-oh, all my tick flew all over the place. Alright, so this one, I think, nope, no name, but I'm wanting to say that it goes with this, which goes with this bird fabric here. So that's kind of neat. And then actually, I honestly would probably put these two in with it as well. Something like that. Maybe a blue to bring out the blue there. But yeah, that's a pretty good bundle there. A couple pretty good bundles, so awesome. Now I gotta actually package it all up and figure out what goes together and what I want to put into a bundle for quilt. Alright, so now I'm going to share some of the items that came in the Missouri Star Quilt Company Advent box. But before I do that, I just wanted to make sure that I had a close-up of the Evergreen project from Fat Quarter, the Mystery Evergreen project from Fat Quarter Shop. I just wanted to kind of show that as a close-up and forewarn everybody that I have some of the items from the Missouri Star Quilt Company box on the table. So when I take this away, I'm going to show them. So if you don't want to see it, go ahead and stop right now. Alright, everybody ready? Here we go. Okay, so what all have I unopened so far? So there's a couple other items that are downstairs actually that I didn't bring up. I forgot one thing, and it is a pattern for making bird ornaments for the Christmas tree. And they're like pre-cut and you just do some hand stitching on it, so that's going to be really cute. I've already started working on it and I forgot to bring them up, but I'll try to remember to bring them up next week and show you how far I've got on that. So a couple of the other items. This is actually one that I was thinking of getting for myself, not this particular one, but I was thinking of getting a silicone or something to set the iron on over here, just because my iron has a stand right here on this desk. It's kind of over to the side right here, but it's a kind of long reach for me to cradle it back onto that, and sometimes when I'm pressing on the little pressing mat right here, I just want to set the iron aside for just a second, and so reaching it back and making sure that it gets cradled on there was kind of annoying me the one day, and I thought I ought to find a cheap little thing that I could set it on momentarily while I'm pressing smaller items. And I hate to leave it sitting on my wool mat because, well, for one thing, you might need that much room, and for another, it just kind of worries me that it might be longer than a second and it might burn. So, but anyhow, that was really cute to get in the box. So, and it's a nice thick one. So, and I love that little saying. All right, so we got that, and I may have shown you this one already last week, So this is to do an ugly sweater project. It's going to be a small wall hanging is what the pattern calls for, but I actually have a bunch more Christmas fabric, scrappy Christmas fabric, and so I may actually do a full-size quilt on that. Maybe. Don't know if it'll be anytime soon. And I've already gone ahead and put them in these bags. They came in nice decorative bags inside the box, but I just like to have them packaged up like this so that I can see it and grab it to work on that project. So we got that, and then next project, actually got a project for a patchwork bag. I should go ahead and open it up and show you the actual project. So we've got a light fusible piece in here for the like a soft piece for the bag, and then they did a charm pack in the handles. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think this was in one, or no, the handle and the pattern were in, you know what, actually I think the charm pack, I think everything but the charm pack was in one bag, and then the charm pack was in a second bag. But yeah, so over 2 days we got that kit to do the bag, and of course you'll have the you'll have a bunch of the charm pack left. So to use the rest of the charm pack here, there's actually a little project right here. It's a little crystal base, and then you take a charm pack and actually make it into a pin cushion. So it's a crystal pin cushion, and I'm trying to figure out, I haven't quite read through all the instructions here, so I don't know if you hot glue the pin cushion part onto the top of this. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like that you take a piece of heavy cardboard or something like that, and then grab your whatever fabric piece you want and stuff it full, and then sew it or glue it onto the cardboard, and I think you just set it on top. So, which would make sense to me, because then you would have the inside for a pin. And I think this is to go on the top of the pin cushion. But I have to read the instructions myself and get it done, so I will get back to you on that. But that was really cute. So, and if you're anything like me, I got pin cushions all over the place, so but it's nice to have some extras and some decorative, and they do get kind of old and worn at times. So so this was another project. It is a Hexy Dreams pillow pattern, and so I would imagine, yep, in fact I can see it from here, they're actually using this charm pack for both the patchwork bag and for the pin cushion and for the little hexies on this pillow. So that's very cool. And you know, of course, if you want to, you can do different, or if I want to, I can do different fabric pieces, but that's the little stuffing for them to make it look a little bit raised. So that'll be nice. So that's basically 3 projects right there. A pin cushion for a 4th project. And we got our iron mat here. Like I said, there's a couple projects still downstairs. One of the days we actually got this project. It's got the Insulbrite for it, and then it is a table runner pattern. And so we got the charm pack for that, and the Insulbrite, and the table runner and mug set pattern actually. So I don't particularly love to use Insulbrite, but if I were going to, it would be in a table runner, because you're not going to put that in the microwave. So don't put Insulbrite in the microwave. It's bad. Very bad. Not, I mean, I haven't learned that from experience. I've learned that from other people. So now I believe these two items were in one of the bags, and I'm not sure if it was in relation to the next project. I don't really know. So Roxanne glue, I definitely know how to use that, so that's a good deal. This little, I would say it's for applique, like a needle turn applique. I'm guessing. I honestly don't really use this or this type of thing. I don't do a lot of needle turn applique, so I'm not 100% sure. Somebody let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's what I can imagine using it for, but it didn't really come with any kind of description about what it is. But you know, you could use it to help guide your fabric through the sewing machine if you want to keep your fingers out of the way, that sort of thing. The hole in here makes me wonder if it's for something that I'm not thinking of. The only other thing I can think of is like to tie your floss onto it, but that would be odd. So, alright, so we got these sewing edge stops. I have not tried those yet, so I will hopefully be trying one of those this week, and I'll let you guys know next week. So you just put it on. So like I just have a piece of washi tape for my guide, but this actually has a little bit of a raised edge, and it talks about being a perfect scant 1/4 inch. I try to just sew a 1/4 inch, but you know, I don't know, whatever. So I'll try those and we'll see. And then I love these kind of dishcloths. We got a set of these in the box, and they are I believe they started in Sweden. I'm not real sure, but that's the first place that I ever saw them was at one of the oh boy, now I can't think of the name of it all of a sudden. Stockholm Inn in Rockford. It's a restaurant that we like to go back to in Rockford, Illinois, where I'm from that area, not actually from Rockford, but my aunt lives there and a couple other family members. But when we went back to visit and went out to eat at Stockholm Inn, they actually have a little gift shop, and that's the first time that I ever saw these kind of washcloths. And they're like real, they seem really heavy, but as soon as you get them wet, it's just a washcloth, and then it dries fairly firm. They do tend to roll up, but hey, they take less space in the drawer that way. So but yeah, a couple cute ones there, so I like those. And then we also got one of my favorite things. I love crossword puzzles, variety puzzles. Mostly I like the word searches, and so we got a booklet full of all kinds of puzzles, games, logic puzzles, and some pencils here. And I love these type of things I don't really sit and do them every day or anything like that, but I will throw them in the bag that I'm gonna take with me to go visit somebody in the hospital or something like that. Or if, you know, when I've been in the hospital, I've definitely needed something to do. So those are kind of nice. I like those. So I'm kind of curious. I haven't got on Facebook to see. Missouri Star Quilt Company did a Facebook page for everybody that got the box, and I haven't got on there to see what all the comments are in regards to this, because I'm sure there's some people that don't necessarily love them, but I like them, so I think that's a pretty good addition to the box. So, all right, one other thing that I have up here is actually a pattern to make Christmas trees. So we got the styrofoam for it, and then you just use fabric scraps and twine it together to make like a fabric twine tree. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then I actually found at Hobby Lobby on sale. So like just $1.20 something. I found some smaller cones, which actually you could probably just shape out of toilet paper rolls now that I think about it. But it was like I said, $1.20 something, so no big deal. And I thought I would do some smaller ones as well, just to make a little scene type thing. So, alright, so that's what I got so far. I've got a few more days to open, and like I said, I think there's a few days downstairs that I just forgot to bring up, and I'm working on those. So, yeah, I feel like there might be 1 or 2 big items that I missed, but hopefully I'll find them and remember to bring them up next week and show you next week. Alright, well, I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.